Hey, friendo, Steve here.
Hey, Larson.
And it's time for our AEW Full Gear Predictions. That's right, we're gearing up for the big predictions challenge, week 3 of Week of Champions 3. That's what it is, Week of Champions 3. Third time we're doing this.
Not week 3 of Week of Champions, Week of Champions 3.
This is Week of Champions 3. It's a different thing. John Hosey putting his Big Blue Predictions title up on the line.
Correct.
And you can join in. Well, you are joining in, but I'm talking to the people, to the friendos out there. You guys can join in by going to patreon.com/Stephen Larson or clicking join over at the podcast page, youtube.com/Stephen Larson. This is going to be your video guide through Full Gear and give you guys an idea as to what we're thinking in terms of our predictions.
So we're shooting this Wednesday morning, 10:30 roughly Pacific time. So Dynamite hasn't happened yet, much less
Correct.
Collision.
Correct.
Minimum 3, as many as 7 more matches will probably be added to the card.
Correct,
The main card
we got
and
9 here.
0
so,
hour.
yeah.
So this is by no means a comprehensive prediction special, but we want to get this up. This is what we got. We have no go-home math. Nonetheless, we're going to do this. Hopefully by the time this video is up on Friendo Club Wrestling, the predictions form will be up for YouTube channel members and patrons. That being said, before we get to our picks, I feel obligated to say this. We use confidence points here. For those who are not familiar with confidence points, they work as follows. 9 matches. Match most confident, you give 9 confidence points. Match your least confident, you give a single confident point. So on and so forth. And until each match has a unique confidence point value. Can't double up your points. I've tried that before. Can't double up your points.
No, you can't have 2 5s.
Nope. So you get your pick right, you get those points. Whoever has most points at the end of Week of Champions 3 is the new Big Blue Champion.
You got that right. We're also going to have prop bets as well. And one of the matches will have a tiebreaker time challenge. So you have to guess closest to whoever gets the time of that particular match.
Cody put the tag team 4-way match on there as the tiebreaker.
There you go. We have had the predictions challenge earlier this month at Crown Jewel, the Advantage round, which Noah Holt won. Noah Holt won because 32 other people had gotten the same number of points, or 28 or something like that.
A lot.
And Noah's time came closest to, I think, the main event time. So,
correct.
With all that being said, Larson, which match would you like to begin with?
We're going to start with 0 hour, and that's MJF and Mystery Partner defending the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships against the Guns of Bang Bang Gang. Steve, who do you got?
So right now, this is the one that I might change. I don't think I'm going to change any of the other ones. But this one, I've only got 1 confidence point.
Interesting.
It's probably going to be Samoa Joe. That's his mystery partner. In which case, the idea of Samoa Joe and MJF holding those Ring of Honor tag titles together is a pretty intriguing one. Right now, I've got the Guns. But if it's Samoa Joe and that ends up being the case, then I'm going to change this to MJF and TBA. Right now, I've only got 1 confidence point on this.
Of course it's going to be Joe. It's MJF and Joe. I got 6 of them winning.
Oh, my God. Okay.
MJF's
well,
not
there you
losing
go.
his titles. No.
All right. Well,
no.
Okay. All right.
Now, if we come to Dynamite or Collision and then it's not Joe, then maybe I'll reassess. But it's going to be Joe. It's going to be a situation. That's what it might actually be. Might be a situation where MJF's like, no, I don't want your help, Joe. He goes out there, wrestles this match by himself. He's on the brink of losing. Joe comes out to help him win, and then what? MJF's obligated. He's got to give him the title shot. At that point, his hand is forced.
Yeah.
It might be a situation like that. I still think if that's the case, I still think it's going to be Joe. I might just lower my confidence points. But MJF's walking out with both his titles. Yeah.
The thing about the Guns is that they're like a big enough act that they could, although did they declare they're going to try to go after the AEW tag team titles at some point? No, I guess they did.
Not recently, no.
Okay. Well, yeah.
If they had, they'd be a 5-way match for the tag titles, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're a big enough act to take those titles.
Oh, yeah.
And this could be a situation where, because they're a big enough act and Jay White involved in the main event could get involved in this, if it's not Samoa Joe. If it's like Max Caster, then MJF and Max Caster probably aren't going to win this, in which case it'd go to the Guns. That's my logic there.
No, yeah, I understand that. But my default, the point of view is that it's Joe until I hear it's not Joe. Then I'm assuming it's Joe, and then MJF and Joe are winning. Let's move on to the main card. I assume Orange Cassidy, if he's on the card, usually he opens or he main event. So I'm guessing this international title match between Orange Cassidy and Jon Moxley is going to open the show. What do I got here?
This is a tough one.
This is a kind of a tough one. I feel like I have
because they can either continue on with this kind of interesting Orange Cassidy reign, or they can use this match to get back on track with Jon Moxley as international champion.
It's what I feel like they're going to do,
Okay.
based on no go-home math right now. I mean, Mox just went on and on the other week on Dynamite about the temerity of Orange Cassidy stepping in and taking an opportunity. That was his match. That was Mox's match. And I kind of feel like, yeah, they're going to do a thing where they're going to get back on track, have Mox have this title, and maybe down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Another pay-per-view cycle or two. Well, now there's monthly, so 3 or 4 pay-per-view cycles. Maybe they'll revisit this, and Orange Cassidy will go through some sort of ordeal that he feels like he needs to go through to get to the point where he could beat Jon Moxley. Tell that story. Right now, I got Mox with 3.
I've got 3 as well with Orange Cassidy. Jon Moxley won the last one. He really should put Orange Cassidy over. But yeah, I don't know. Again, this could go either way, in my opinion. It could be Orange Cassidy or it could be Jon Moxley. But I got 3. There's only 2 other matches I'm less confident in. I already talked about one of them.
Yeah.
But right now I got Orange Cassidy. I mean, he's not as superpowered as Jon Moxley in the AEW pantheon. But that being said, I mean, the guy just won this basically, and I don't know.
Slouch.
He's no slouch. Yeah, I mean, he beat Jericho.
Yeah, well, I mean, who hasn't except for Takeshita?
Apparently, except for Takeshita. Yeah,
Takeshita could beat Kenny Omega twice, but gosh, can't beat Chris Jericho. Anyways, moving on. TBS Championship match. Chris Statlander champion defending against Julia Hart, and the winner of Sky Blue and Red Velvet. I believe that match is happening tonight on Dynamite. Steve, who do you got? It's got to be Sky Blue, yeah.
Julia Hart's going to win this. I have got 5 confidence points on this match. I think that they're going to do, we talked about this a little bit on the last Dynamite recap, or Collision, whatever it was, where I kind of feel like Sky Blue is going to be giving Julia Hart the advantage in this match. Julia Hart's been doing really, really good work, and I feel like Tony Khan likes to go with the hot hand. I'll talk about that when we get to the other women's championship match. And Julia Hart's definitely the hot hand here. So yeah, she's going to win this title off of Chris Statlander, and it's a good win it's a protected loss for Statlander, which is what they're going to want to do here.
Yeah. I got Julia with 4. Yeah, I think in the end, this is all going to be a plan on Julia's part. Sky Blue and her have been in league with each other this whole time. And Sky's going to end up helping Julia win this match. New TBS champion.
Yep.
Next
match.
Oh, wow. Can't wait for this match. Golden Jets taking on the Young Bucks.
Are you being that tone is awfully sarcastic, or is that just your usual tone? Yeah, that's sarcasm right there.
That's sarcasm there. You got that right. I honestly...
what was Nick Jackson's... Tell me again, Nick Jackson's Twitter exchange?
I think it was on Instagram. It was the graphic for this match, and the caption was friendly rivalry here, no ill will towards Kenny. And someone commented, "Wow, what a great story to sell a pay-per-view match." And he said the other option was not to be on the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
That being said, they got new Golden Jets shirts. I'm guessing they're going to challenge Kenny and Ricky and Big Bill for those tag titles. Probably lose that because Ricky and Big Bill should have a decent tag reign. So I got Golden Jets with 1. Depending on what happens coming up here on Dynamite Collision, I might raise the confidence point level. My level of enthusiasm for this match is pretty low. Interesting, given that I really like 3/4 of the participants in this match.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm fairly indifferent. 1 confidence point right now.
I've got 7 on the Golden Jets.
Is it because they have a new shirt?
Like, dude, one of these teams just admitted that if they didn't take this match, they wouldn't even be on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That to me says L, huge L, big L, Golden Jets, because here's the thing. I get the feeling that FTR is going to win the tag titles. We're going to talk about that here in a second. And so, I guess, no, do I have them? I don't know. Yeah, I do have them. And then the Golden Jets are probably going to end up winning the tag titles because they're about to steal this tag opportunity from the Young Bucks.
Hold up, but the Golden Jets said they don't care about winning tag championships. That's what they said when they got together. This is about getting back at the Don Callis family.
That's regardless. So then they'll put the tag titles on Don Callis family from there. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm just saying the Young Bucks, they didn't even have a pay-per-view match.
Well, they were going to face FTR until someone's like,
I guarantee you that fool was like, Tony. Yeah, man. So yeah, the Golden Jets.
The Young Bucks are going to go from winning the tag championships in L.A. To losing to Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega. Make it make sense, Steve.
I mean, they are in Los Angeles.
It's their turf.
I might lower my confidence points on this one.
Yeah.
Because like the Golden Jets, they can't break up. That'd be weird. I think the Young Bucks, I think in a certain way, let me ask you this.
What?
Do you think Tony Khan was like, hey, Young Bucks, I know things went sort of awry. Now you got this match with the Golden Jets. There's no story here, but you're on the pay-per-view in L.A. And guess what? You're going to have the win here. And Young Bucks was like, we'll do the job. Yeah, but we're going to really deflate that crowd. Yeah, well, that's what happens.
I doubt that.
Trying to sabotage the crowd.
Here's a perspective on it that, something to mull over. When Kenny and Jericho got together, as mentioned, they were like, we don't care about winning tag titles. We're here we're a union to go after Don Callis family. And here, with this match, they've gotten away from their plan, their mission.
Yeah.
Is that make it somewhat inevitable then, since they've gotten away from their goal, that failure is afoot, they're going to lose, and now they can't even have each other's backs when facing Don Callis family?
They don't need to. Today's Wednesday. It's the blow-off for the Callis family. They're going to do a street fight. That's the last match. This is now that they've done this match tonight on Dynamite, now they're free to go after the tag titles. First stop, the greatest tag team of all time in their estimation, the Young Bucks. And then they'll go on and take on FTR.
Listen,
and FTR will be like, yeah, we're fine dropping these titles to anybody but the Young Bucks. That's how petty it is there, man.
Here's the thing. I'll believe their feud when Don Callis family is over when it's actually over. Until then, I think this is going to go on in perpetuity.
You think they're going to do Hobbs versus Giant at this show at the Full Gear after tonight? Because after the street fight?
They might do that.
Yeah, they might do that.
Yeah.
Hobbs needs to win that. But yeah, man, I think Young Bucks are going to accept. They're like, no, we don't want to win. We're going to do the job here. We're going to deflate this crowd, Tony.
Oh, why they want to deflate their hometown crowd? It's not really.
Oh, man.
Ontario's Inland Empire is a long way from Los Angeles.
Spite. Oh, yeah, I know. But like basically the bottom half of Los Angeles, anybody who's from LA, the bottom half of California is Los Angeles. For all intents and purposes.
Large city.
Anything Bakersfield down is Los Angeles.
Next, Texas Deathmatch. Hangman Page is undefeated in Texas Deathmatch. Is taking on Swerve Strickland. Steve, who do you got?
8 confidence points on the Hangman Adam Page because he's undefeated in Texas Deathmatch, if I'm not mistaken. And I know. I believe you. I haven't looked it up myself.
I saw it on social media.
Oh, right on. So you know it's true. And Swerve Strickland.
Archer. He beat Mox. I remember those two.
I like Swerve, but he already won one of these. So he's going to take the L here and then hopefully go on to win the trilogy if they do a trilogy, or they just might hold off on that. So, hey, each person has one, evenly matched up, and then Swerve can go on and do bigger and better things.
Yeah, I got Page with 7. He hasn't lost a Texas Deathmatch. I don't know if he's going to lose one in the near future. Love Swerve. He's great. And, yeah, hopefully they do a third and final match, and Swerve picks up the win there. But, yeah, Page is most definitely winning this one. Next match. For the tag titles, we already know who Steve picked here. We got Starks and Big Bill defending against FTR, LFI, and House of Black. Go ahead, Steve.
I got Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Guns up, Cash. No, keep the gun down, Cash. Yeah, man, I got FTR winning. I don't know. It's probably going to end up being Ricky and Bill Big. I'll probably change my pick here, but I get the feeling that now the Young Bucks are going to lose their tag title shot. FTR is going to get those tag titles back to avoid another match. I do kind of feel like there might be some logic in Dax saying, let's lose the titles so we can chase the titles. Now, that probably means they're not going to win this, and Ricky and Bill Big are going to win this match, and FTR is going to have to beat them one-on-one, but it could be a situation where FTR. Yeah, I'll probably end up changing.
They could have lost the tag titles to the Young Bucks and then chased the tag titles still.
No, wait? FTR lose to the Young Bucks? No, I don't think so.
Sorry, how many confidence points do you have in FTR? 2?
I got 4.
4. Ludicrous. No, I got Starks and Big Bill, man. They just won these belts. You know, they I like that they won the belts. They're like, yeah, we never want to wrestle to defend these titles. I like that. That's great.
Yeah.
They're in a situation where they got like House of Black and LFI got beef with each other. LFI and FTR have beef with each other. Seemingly, House of Black has beef with FTR. It's a recipe for Starks and Big Bill to escape with the win in their titles and to eventually face maybe all these teams at one point down the line defending their belts. If FTR dropped the belts on a random episode of Collision, only getting back here at the pay-per-view,
it's kind of on brand, though.
It is, but to avoid facing the Young Bucks, that's kind of ridiculous. So,
all right, I changed my. You're not doing the thing where you're showing our.
No, I
prediction
don't do
points
that. No.
Here. Okay,
what is it now?
Now it's 2, and
2.
I've got 4 on the women's title match, the proper AEW women's title.
There we go. Next, another tag match: Sting, Darby Allin,
because here's the thing about this tag match. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that tag match also. Kings of the Black Throne could win this as well. If Julia Hart's going to win that TBS title, they could win that as well.
I mean, conceivably, they seemingly are they're going to put the rocket on Roosh here.
The only,
I think LFI could win.
LFI is the only that they're not going to win this.
Probably not. Probably not. But
I feel like it's probably like Bill Big, Ricky Starks, then FTR, then Kings of Black Throne. No, I think Kings of Black. I don't know. What a mess. AEW's unpredictable, man.
That's the way of putting it. Next up, another tag match: Sting, Darby Allin, Edgy Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne. This is Edgy Adam Copeland's first pay-per-view match. Sting doesn't lose. Darby doesn't lose very often. I got their team 9 confidence points.
Wow, you've got all of them on that one. Good. Yeah, I've got a lot. I've got 6 on Sting, Darby Allin, and Edgy Adam Copeland. Everything you just said is pretty succinct in describing why. I mean, man, Adam Copeland really went through a lot to be convinced to fight Christian.
Oh, wow.
Oh man. It took them 2 whole weeks.
I know.
To get him to say, I'll fight you. 1 week he says, I'm not going to fight you. The next week, he got shook by Sting. The week after that, getting shook by Sting.
You're going to fight him. You're going to fight him.
Done.
That's all it took.
That's what I just said. Done.
All right. You don't say no to Sting, apparently. Next.
Nope. Next bitch.
AEW Women's Championship champion Hikaru Shida defending against Toni Storm. You mentioned the hot hand earlier, the character who's really captivated the crowd. Toni Storm has definitely done that. She's been doing phenomenal work. I think she's going to win here. It's a bummer that Shida's going to have back-to-back title reigns. They're going to be pretty short.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it seems like Shida defeated Toni for the belt. Now it's Tony's opportunity to get it back. I got Toni Storm with 5.
Toni Storm is going to win this. I got 4 confidence points on this one. Everything you just said is correct. Shida is the ace of the women's division.
Mm-hmm.
She's the steady hand. She's the John Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
And Toni Storm is going to cheat to win here, maybe with her concierge, Luther.
Or Butler.
And what's that?
Butler.
Oh, yeah. Basically the same thing. So Toni Storm's going to win this. This is a pretty easy one to predict. 4 confidence points.
Next main event for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, MJF defending against Jay White of the Bang Bang Gang. Steve, who do you got?
After losing his Ring of Honor tag, there's nothing to consider about the Ring of Honor tag titles I want to bring up to you real quick. One thing MJF I don't think does is defend those titles on Ring of Honor programming.
No.
And if there's a December pay-per-view coming up, they might want to have those tag titles on the pay-per-view, in which case the Guns, they'll work Ring of Honor.
I'll have MJF
not going to work Ring of Honor.
Buy rate, buddy. Buy rate. Have MJF and Joe defend.
So we got Eddie Kingston for. Come on.
And that's the story of MJF is now he's being his hand is being forced to wrestle more matches than he has previously.
How long is it till he's actually on Ring of Honor television? Though?
Never. Pay-per-view, yes.
Right.
TV, no.
So MJF, fresh off having lost his Ring of Honor tag titles, comes into this match hot, upset that Jay White still has the Triple B, and beats Jay White. I've got 9 confidence points.
9. Yeah, I got 8 on MJF. He's not losing here. Then we go into the end of the year, bidding war of 2024 into World's End, where I imagine MJF's going to face Joe, maybe Jay White as well. Like everybody who's Wardlow, it's going to be a match where he's faced with multiple opponents, I feel like.
Yeah, I
makes
think
sense.
you're probably right about that. Yeah, it's going to be good stuff too. It's like
Yeah.
the really good story in AEW right now is anything MJF related.
Yep.
So yeah, this is kind of a foregone conclusion though. MJF and Jay White.
Yeah.
MJF
wins. MJF wins.
There you go. All right. Anyways, hey, we want to know what you guys think. I'm not talking to you, Larson. I'm talking about the friendos
I
out
just
there.
told you what I think.
I know. That's why I'm not saying. I'm not asking you. You just told me what you think.
Yeah. Why'd you say I want to know what you think?
I said, you guys, the friendos. God. Let us know in the comments below. Drop them there along with your confidence points and your picks. Take that scowl off your. I don't like that scowl. Don't scowl.
What I thought.
You just told me what you thought.
I know. That's why I'm confused by the question.
Okay, man. You know what? I'm sick. I'm stuffed up. I don't have time for your shenanigans, your tomfoolery. All right. All the confidence points on you annoying me right now.
Fine. I'll take that.
You want to go play some basketball?
Not today, no.